Perhaps the biggest surprise of Tuesday's primary election was the victory of Kathleen Williams in the Democratic U.S. House race. Williams narrowly won a five-way primary and now takes on incumbent Republican Congressman Greg Gianforte in the general election. MTN's Mike Dennison sat down with the former state lawmaker in Bozeman this week to talk about her win and the campaign ahead.
Williams won Tuesday's Democratic U.S. House primary with 34% of the vote, edging out Billings attorney John Heenan by a mere 2,000 votes. Her campaign also spent less than half the amount of her main competitors. Williams says she visited all corners of the state and had a message that voters responded to.
I think people are looking for experience. I think that resonated well, and I think the messages on health care and returning civility to a broken Congress were all things that Montanans have been telling me about.
The 57-year-old Williams has worked as a water and recreational resource planner for federal and state agencies and nonprofit landowner groups. She spent 3 terms as a state representative from Bozeman from 2011 to 2015. Williams says a focus of her campaign will be her plan to fix health care, something she says Republican Congressman Greg Gianforte doesn't really have.
We just really need to get that solved and ensure that Montanans that are paying so much, especially on the individual market, have some relief. As far as I know, his was to repeal the ACA, and that would throw tens of thousands of Montanans off their coverage.
Williams' plan would allow people ages 55 to 64 to buy into Medicare, bolster congressional support for the individual health insurance market, and let Medicare negotiate down prescription drug prices. Gianforte issued a statement this week saying he's looking forward to a campaign of competing ideas and that the country can't go back to what he called the failed big government policies of Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi. Williams says Gianforte's big government comment is a soundbite and that she'll be happy to engage on the issues. Williams showed this week that she can defy the odds and win despite being substantially outspent. Now she'll try to take it to the next level and capture a seat that hasn't been won by a Democrat in almost 25 years. Reporting from Bozeman, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Also on the general election ballot for Montana's only House seat are Libertarian Eleanor Swanson of Billings and Green Party candidate Doug Campbell of Bozeman.